So yeah, what are you gonna say about the allegations that some are saying about how you took off the cute froggy hoodie? I took it off because it was very hot. I'm sorry. So yeah, we are in a very weird predicament. The dumber people get. I mean, I don't know. I just, people are just very stupid. Like, it just kind of sucks. Speaking of stupid people, here's Ben Shapiro defending a person who has a lot of Hitler artifacts. Here, let's take a look. And
apparently he's a very, very bad man. You're not allowed to be friends with Justice Thomas because apparently they're now accusing him, I'm not kidding you, of being like a Nazi. The reason is because this is what Nazis do. They make friends with Clarence Thomas. That Nazis, famous for loving black people. That this is one of the things they're most famous for. So Kevin Cruz, who is just a ridiculous human being, a pseudo-academic over at Princeton University who has somehow avoided plagiarism charges that have gotten him kicked out of the university. He tweeted out, I've spent decades of my life researching and writing about white supremacists, and no, I don't have any paintings or statues of them in my house because that's not something you do with the people you hate. What's he talking about there? Well, apparently, Harlan Crow collects basically memorabilia from defunct communist and Nazi states, and he has a garden in which he displays these things to show what the capitalistic free market and Judeo-Christian ethic has overcome. Apparently, this now means you're a fan of these things. So, if you own a piece of memorabilia from an evil regime, in order to demonstrate to your children, so that people remember for the future what that evil regime was, this means you're now a fan of that thing, according to Kevin Cruz. This is the actual thing they're going for. According to the Washingtonian, when Republican megadonor Harlan Crow isn't lavishing Justice Thomas with free trips on his private plane and yacht, he lives a quiet life in Dallas among his historical collections. These collections include Hitler artifacts, 2 of his paintings of European cityscapes, a signed copy of Mein Kampf, assorted Nazi memorabilia, plus a garden full of statues of the 20th century's worst despots.
Yeah, that was weird, but like kind of cool to have like fucking not the Nazi shit, but like having an entire garden full of wait, did he say signed copy of Mein Kampf? I'm sorry. Hold on. Wait, did he just say Harlan Crow? The guy he's defending as a signed copy of who signed it? Adolf Hitler? What?
This is the actual thing they're going for. According to the Washingtonian, when Republican megadonor Harlan Crow isn't lavishing Justice Thomas with free trips on his private plane and yacht, he lives a quiet life in Dallas among his historical collections. These collections include Hitler artifacts, 2 of his paintings of European cityscapes, a signed copy of Mein Kampf, assorted Nazi...
He just kind of wait. Who signed the copy of Mein Kampf? Did Hitler sign? Is he saying he has a Adolf Hitler signed copy of mine? What the fuck? I mean, it's like how Hasan is the Queen and Obama in his room, and we all know he supports them both vehemently. I mean, it's a little bit different, okay? You know what I mean? I use that as a joke, as a bit. I didn't go and like fucking purchase the drone that Obama used to kill someone and then have him sign it. You know what I mean? Like, here's the signed copy. Here's the signed drone strike footage signed by Obama on the fucking Kunduz hospital. Like, that's not what I have. Wait, so you're a Nazi if you have a Hitler autograph? You liberals and your cancel culture is crazy. Yeah. Ben Shapiro's Jewish. He just glanced over a dude having a signed copy of Mein Kampf. Bro, he thinks people are being anti-Semitic if they say Palestinians are human beings. Okay? Mr. I conflate any kind of criticism of Israel with anti-Semitism. Literally will go, oh, dude, you're anti-Semitic, unacceptable, fucking fuck yourself, kill yourself, whatever. And this guy he's defending currently has a copy of Mein Kampf. I can't get over. It's like a joke. If Joe Biden had a signed copy of Mein Kampf, I don't think Ben Shapiro would consider that to be, defensible. Oh my God, it's actually a signed copy of Mein Kampf by Adolf Hitler. Okay, every time. Okay, this story has gone off the fucking rails. That is insane. That's like mint condition, PSA 10. You know, it's got like factory glitches on it. Is extremely rare signed copy of Mein Kampf by the big man himself. That's cool. That's very nice, dude. Awesome. You fucking wow. That is wow. Bro, it's not like his copy of Mein Kampf is signed by freaking Hitler. Chill. How do you, what the fuck? Uh, I don't, I, I don't know what to say to this. Yeah, this is the holographic Charizards of Nazi memorabilia. Oh, what the fuck? No, comparing this to my copies is definitely a forgery. He said Mein Kampf with factory glitches. Lamau, stop. Get some sun, man. No, maybe I should. I am flabbergasted. I am a little shook. This is very weird. It's, am I crazy? I feel like this is, are things changing in the world where we just think that this is normal now? Like, maybe I'm just going wild. Like, Ben Shapiro's defending this. Like, what the fuck? Am I the weirdo? Did I shift into a different planet where people are just like, what do you mean? Of course you're going to have a, it's literally like having like a swastika tattoo and then people being like, what? What are you talking about? Like, yeah, whatever. He just liked the Nazis. That doesn't mean he's a Nazi, dude. He just likes history. Like, what the fuck? Like, here's the thing. Like, it, super rare and valuable books sell for millions of dollars at an auction. A Hitler signed edition of Mein Kampf only goes for 20 to 60K. It's not a priceless treasure or an invaluable historical artifact. It's a cheap novelty you buy because you think it's neato. Yeah. That's what I was going to say. Like, I don't think a lot of Nazi memorabilia go for a lot of money in general either, because it's like, you know, there's a lot of ethical I want to say there's a lot of ethical complications with owning Nazi memorabilia, but I also don't know if that's the case anymore, because why is Ben Shapiro defending that? No, 20 to 60K for a historic, brother, a book like a signed copy of like, you know, any kind of work from the author itself is going to go for a lot of money. Okay. The reason why, in comparison to other super valuable, super rare books, the Hitler ones are not as expensive is because you might be shocked to find out, but there's not that big of a market for it. Now, of course, apparently there is a big market for it in the Harlan Crow. He likes it, but I 120K for signed copy of Marx's Das Kapital makes sense. There you go. Fucking get wrecked, Hitler. That's right. Rick said the same shit in Pawn Stars about how there's not much of a market for it. Yeah, exactly. Because, and I can't stress this enough, having Nazi memorabilia instantly signals to other people that you might be a Nazi, and a lot of people are not too fond of that for understandable and desirable reasons. That's kind of the reason why a lot of the Nazi memorabilia doesn't sell for like, really, really high values. That's, Pawn Stars. Yeah, Rick did talk about that. What? Harlan Crow, a best friend of Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas, is a death mask of Sitting Bull in his What? That's really gross, man. That's like... To be fair, death masks are normal and kind of creepy antiquity. Yeah, it just seems like he's just a fan of, genocide. Like, he's just like, I don't really care who it's done to, you know what I mean? And for people who are saying, like, death masks, like, I don't understand, like, okay, let's think about it this way. How would you feel if he had a death mask of fucking, I don't know, a Jewish person that died in the Holocaust? Because, indigenous people are not white, so let me just, like, use a term that you can comprehend. There's a whole Justified episode where a guy collects Hitler paintings, and the whole episode you are led to believe that the guy is all fascist and whatnot, but in the end he shows his collection is just jars full of ashes, meaning the guy buys Hitler paintings and then burns them. Pretty cool, I guess. Why did you just spoil my favorite episode of Justified? Harlan Crow's Nazi memorabilia collection includes Adolf Hitler's teapot engraved with a swastika and Adolf Hitler initials. Made it through another hard day of owning Hitler's teapot, which I hate. That's an awesome joke. It's like, oh man, guys, I'm going to serve you some tea with this, but let me tell you something. Okay? I'm going to serve you some tea with this, but guess what? I hate it. I hate drinking out of it. Okay? It's my least favorite teacup to drink out of. I, a billionaire, unfortunately have no other teapots remaining in the house. Fuck. We're going to have to use the Adolf Hitler teapot. Cody Johnson's joke was great too. Sitting in my garden of evil, thinking about my Hitler stuff, which is inside, away from my garden of evil. Yeah, that part is really weird too. I noticed that as well. So he has a garden of evil where he has like a bunch of fucking statues of like, Lenin, I think Karl Marx, maybe, Mao, Stalin, all the guys. I think he has Che Guevara too in there. It's like, he just has like everyone that, you've learned is bad in history. With one exception, Adolf Hitler. I don't think Adolf Hitler is in the Garden of Evil. I don't think he has a statue of Adolf Hitler in the Garden of Evil. Correct me if I'm wrong. I looked it up and I did not see that. Why is Adolf Hitler not in the garden? Because his prized possessions of Adolf Hitler is inside, you know, away from the Garden of Evil. This seems very uncharitable of you. Yeah. You know me. I'm going crazy with it. He tried to buy a statue of Pol Pot. What the fuck? Thanks, Jonah Dispatch, for calling out this ludicrous and despicable smear of Harlan Crow, who's a good man. Representative Jeffries was a guest at Old Parkland, Harlan's office complex, a few weeks ago. Harlan gave him a very warm introduction. The Democratic whip of the U.S. House of Representatives, Catherine Clark, and Representative Pete Aguilar was there as well. That's, It almost feels like, okay? It almost feels like, bear with me here, okay? I just, almost feels like billionaire implies they are above politics and both parties serve his interests. I don't know. I mean, it feels like it. It feels like it doesn't really matter what your personal private politics are as a billionaire because like both sides kind of serve your interest. What is this? 3 unique statues of Lenin at the Harlan Crow. Okay, this is kind of baller though. Like this is actually fire. I'm not even kidding. Like that is sick. That's like the only Harlan Crow has 3 unique statues of Lenin at the Harlan Crow Library. You have a fading Ed Markey sticker on your laptop. True. Sigma Grind said. Harlan Crow and the Guardian. New York Ways. I don't only collect Nazi stuff. I collect objects from all the Axis countries, he said. Also from countries who aren't even mentioned anymore as former parts of the Axis, like Latvia, Lithuania, Estonia, Finland, Hungary. Oh, he is. Bro, this is like when you go into the tombs of racism to like unearth new racist terms. You know what I mean? Like top of the hour ad break, which is like the most racist terminology that you can deploy. But of course, fear not. No Turkey mention. Fuck you mean no Turkey mention? Turkey very specifically stayed the fuck away from World War II, dog. Okay? Turkey was like, we did that one time. Okay? You can't fool us twice. Fool me once. Shame on me. Or shame on you. Fool me twice. Shame on me. Okay? That's what they did. They were like, nope. We are not playing a role in World War II, motherfucker. That's not happening. We aligned with you guys one fucking time in World War I, and it did not work well. You know? Anyway. You just pushed that? I know. These go hard. There's more. Okay. Che Guevara. Very evil. Very nice. You got... Dude, what the fuck? Okay, these are kind of... How do you even get a Stalin statue? I feel like it's not easy to fucking purchase. Like, didn't they literally destroy the Stalin statues in Russia? Yeah, I did the top of the hour ad break. Prop 65 warning. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs, allowing 5 people to no longer see the ads at the top of the hour. I heard there are a lot still in Georgia. Really? I mean, I guess that's because he's from there, you know? Anyway, here's the 3-minute ad break now. It's odd to be like, oh, in the Garden of Evil, I have the guy who killed a lot of Nazis, and inside I have the guy who is a Nazi that I have the signed copy of the book by the guy that I hate him the most, I think. Even this is weird. Like, even if you fucking hate Stalin and you hate, even if you hate Stalin and Lenin and all that shit, like, why the fuck do you have sick ass statues of them? Like, that's kind of weird. You know what I mean? Wait. Is this Enver Hoca? Am I crazy? Joe Pesci? No. No way. There's no shot. What? Is it Tito? Is that a Tito statue? Dude, okay, even Tito makes more sense. If it's Enver Hoxha, I'm gonna fucking lose my mind, okay? Because, like, this is incredibly fucking rare, even if it's Tito. But if it's... Oh my God. Hoja, not Hoxha. Shut up, I said it right the first time. Suck my dick. Bro, you have to be like an actual... What the... Okay, he is into some weird ass shit, bro. What the fuck? That is... Oh, God. That's kind of cool. I'm not going to lie. I don't think it's Enver Hoxha. I think it's probably like a shitty ass Tito statue, maybe. I actually don't know. I can't tell. Man has 2 statues of Stalin, one of his killers in the same garden. That's crazy. Romanian dictator Nicolae Ceausescu, I don't know how to say his last name. Yugoslav dictator Joseph Broz Tito, Russia's Joseph Stalin, and Vladimir Lenin reside. Yo, that's fucked up, bro. What the fuck? New Albania, Enver Hoxha, comrade, bust, portrait, communism, political figure. Yo, they fucking destroyed him, dude. What is this? Bro, this does not... This is a bust that does not say Enver Hoxha #1, okay? That's his death mask. Okay. This is anti-Albanian agitprop. Oh, yeah, this is what Enver Hoxha looked like, for the record. Which makes that statue way funnier. They made him look royal, if you know what I mean. Sitting on Harlan Crow's lap in the Rainbow Room while he plays video poker and ashes onto your shoulder, his breath a dry wheeze. Feeling Harlan Crow's kidney pulsing through his leather vest as the phlegm bounces his Iron Cross necklace up every second like a damn metronome. You realize his handlebar mustache is graying, and it occurs to you he must have forgotten the diet. One of his eyes is closed. New York Waste. I don't only collect Nazi stuff. I collect objects from all the Axis countries. We're to cover this. From the beginning of time, the bad guys always had the best uniforms. Napoleon, the Confederates, the Nazis. They all had killer uniforms. I mean, the SS uniform is fucking brilliant. They were the rock stars of that time. What are you going to do? They just look good. Yeah, I'll be honest, like, you don't ever have to, under any circumstances, hand it to the Nazis, but, like, comparing the fucking Hugo Boss uniforms of the Nazis to the tattered bullshit that the Confederates were wearing is literally insane. Like, you have to, at that point, be like, I'm riding for the bad guys all the time. That's why I think they all have incredible drip. Like, you're not doing anything. What's doing the work is the ideology in that circumstance, okay? Like, the fuck do you mean the Confederates have a sick uniform, dude? What? Not really. No. They did not have anything. No, the Nazi uniform sucked too. No, fascists actually care a lot about aesthetics. So, no, from a aesthetic principle, it was like, this is something that they cared about. It's literally historically relevant. It is by design that they wanted to ensure that their uniforms looked good. Okay? They cared a lot about it. That's what the point is. So, cancellation of speedrun today. I'm not saying that I would fucking go and buy one, you weirdo. I'm just simply stating that, like, Nazis, fascists in general, care a lot about the aesthetics, just like liberals do. Okay? They do. It's true. It's kind of the point. They did that on purpose. Yeah, Ugopnik, friend of the show, made a video on this, the aesthetics of evil, the fascist uniform. I'm not going to go into it fully because it's like, it's a 27-minute video. Literally, the reason they used the color red was to steal leftist sentiment into their aesthetics. You already bought a Porsche, mate? You bought a Porsche? Wait, what do you mean? I don't get it. Because I got a German car? Is that what you're saying? Was Porsche even around back then? I don't even know. But yeah, if you're talking about like Volkswagen Auto Group, they own pretty much everything. Including Lamborghini. But Volkswagen is Nazi for sure. But I didn't know that Porsche was even around back then. Not that I give a shit. Yeah, I had a Jetta too, dummy. I literally had a Jetta. I had a Volkswagen Jetta. So that's like significantly closer to Nazism than anything else. Porsche volunteered to join the SS on December 17th, 1938, later claiming falsely that he had been conscripted by Himmler to design the Schwimmwagen. He would continue to deny having volunteered until his death. Yeah. Also, Americans being like, dog, I can't believe you're driving a Porsche, dude. Meanwhile, my conscience is clear in my Ford. Sir, my conscience is so clear driving around in my Ford. Henry Ford got a medal from Hitler himself, dude. or fucking I don't know how Japanese manufacturing worked back then, so I don't know, but I'm sure certainly there drinking I'm here driving my Ford drinking a big old liter of Fanta, brother. I got a gallon of Fanta, a beverage specifically created for Nazi Germany. Yeah, speaking of like super wealthy guys who were also fond of Adolf Hitler, Henry Ford, super fond of fascism in general, just riding for fascism. Huh. Bet they don't fucking teach you that in your goddamn schools where they're, I guess, abolishing pronouns, do they? Another guy super fond of Adolf Hitler, and actually, another guy super fond of Adolf Hitler who helped industrialize extraction for Nazi Germany was Grandpapa Coke. Not Coca-Cola. I'm talking like the Koch brothers, or rather one Koch brother. Yeah, their dad actually not only helped Adolf Hitler, but also then helped Stalin. Yeah. Did you guys know that? Because, and this might come as a surprise to you, okay? They don't give a fuck about ideology. They just want to make money. That's how capitalists work, okay? Don't forget Coco Chanel was also involved with the Nazis. Isn't that story different though? Like I thought she was like, meanwhile Soviets still cleared in aesthetics. This is the Tupolev Aero Sledge. What a fucking machine. This is sick. Soviets did have some sick aesthetics. It's pretty sad. Anyway, I thought Coco Chanel was like, or she claims that she was like fucking one of the Nazis to like get away with it or something, to like not be murdered. That's what I remember. I don't know. I might be wrong. If fashion helped the Nazis win, it's no wonder Ye stand Hitler so hard. Yeah, well, I don't know if you know this, but you know, they didn't win. Well, they did kind of win. Like their ideology still runs rampant in, actually, I would say both countries that fucking worked really hard to defeat them. I'm of course referencing I guess Russia, if you want to call it, like post USSR, and also of course the United States of America. So that's, USA worked hard. Yeah. Oh, come on. Just because the USSR did the most work does not mean that the United States didn't fucking the United States didn't actually do a lot of work. Come on now. You spoil every anime. So yeah, this guy is weird. Very odd that Ben Shapiro is defending him. Ha, just kidding. Of course it's not odd. There's never been a fucking freakazoid who loves Nazis that Ben Shapiro hasn't defended, because those are his fucking allies. Of course it's not odd. He defended Ann Coulter. Ann Coulter said like insanely anti-Semitic shit. And Ben Shapiro very famously, I always go back to that tweet, said, Ann Coulter defends Israel, so I don't care if she's saying anti-Semitic things. There you go. That's it. Also, I think he has lip filler.
Memorabilia, plus a garden full of statues of the 20th century's worst despots. He said that he's filled his property with these mementos because he hates communism and fascism. Well, I mean, that seems like a reason why you might own this stuff is to remember the things that you hate. That's it. But apparently this makes him an...
Yeah. Henry Ford kept his Nazi medal and copies of Nazi medal that he got from Adolf Hitler and protocols of the elders of Zion around him to remind himself of the evil of Nazism. That's why he had pamphlets also printed out and handed off to everyone to, again, remind both himself before this even, came to fruition completely, but to remind himself and others how bad the fascist ideologies are. Wait, didn't you ban a guy for revealing the bank shooting? What do you mean? Reveal? No, I banned a guy for saying some
Nazi
unhinged shit.
And a communist.
Anyway. So that's cool. I'm skipping the fucking
Texas go.
I'm skipping the fucking leak. I don't give a shit. But I will be talking about this. This story is also insane, but completely predictable.